Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so right now I decided to do a little get ready with me morning routine type of deal. I just finished working out and then I took a shower, obviously because my hair is wet, and I'm like, let me turn on the camera and, do a little morning routine get ready with me. So if you want to grab your coffee, grab your makeup, your skincare products, and whatever you want to do to get ready with me, then, go ahead, grab your stuff and let's get ready together. So I'm first starting off by doing my brows, and I'm just brushing them out and making them look a little neater. I'm using my e.l.f. brow pencil, and if you guys can tell, it's not really a fine tip brush or fine tip pencil, if you will. It's a little bit more on the thicker side, but personally I do like that because it works well for my brows. I'm not really like trying to make my brows look precise and look more like accurate, if you will. I'm just filling in the sparse spaces. I already have a pretty good amount of brow hairs, I feel like, so I'm filling in the small amount of void on my brow to make them look more framed and complete. And then if you feel like your brows are looking a little bit too harsh, just take your spoolie and gently brush them out. Like so. Alright, so because my brows can be a little bit, a little bit wild, a little bit crazy, I feel like I have to, not all the time, sometimes if I'm being honest, I don't really put on the brow gel, but a lot of the times I do, and currently I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills tinted brow gel, so that is what I'm using. Alright, and what it does is it just keeps my brows in place and where it needs to be. And this particular product also adds a little bit of color to it, and sometimes I won't really fill in my brows with the pencil. I'll just go in with this and call it a day. Just depends on my mood. Alright, so brows are complete. So now I'm going in with my concealer, and I'm using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I feel like this concealer is pretty much a cult favorite. I feel like I can safely say everyone likes this concealer. But, oh, by the way, you guys, I already moisturized and like primed my face, all that good jazz before, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like everybody loves this concealer, and probably because A, it works well, B, it's affordable. You can pick it up at the drugstore, and C, I mean, it's been working well for ages, so people keep going back to it. So I got my little concealer on, I have it all over my face, and I'm gonna pick up my Morphe M439 brush, and that is what the brush looks like. We are going to just blend that all out. For the base of my eyes, I'm gonna pick up my Tarte Shape Tape and just dab a little dab on the top of my eyelids. I'm going to use that as like a base for my eyelid instead of using like a eye primer. And then taking my Morphe brush right here. If you want to use a eye primer, go right ahead. But, for me, this seems to be working well. So I'm just going to stick to it and use this instead. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Laura Mercier loose setting powder. And that is what it looks like. Is a loose powder, so yeah, stuff is gonna fall out. And then taking my Morphe brush, which looks like this, I'm going to take some on my brush and then pat that right on top of my eyes, kind of like set my eyes. I want the concealer on my eyelid to be set, that way when I put on my eyeshadow, they blend nice and smooth and well. So, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna pat this loose setting powder all over my face because why not? So for the eye look, you guys, I'm gonna dive back into an OG makeup palette. I feel like probably everyone has this palette. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that, but I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette right here. This baby is amazing. If you haven't gotten one, I mean, you can pick one up online on the Morphe website. You can pick one up at the Morphe store. You can pick one up at Ulta. You can get it pretty much in a number of places. And if there's one palette that I really recommend, is probably this one. There is other palettes I recommend as well, definitely, and this is definitely one of them. I feel like it has all the shades you need, from like basic neutrals to, you know, your fun pops of color, your shimmers. I love it. And the formula is amazing. I can't say enough good things about this palette, and you guys can see I've been really using it a lot. I mean, look how used up this is. That just shows how much I showed love to this palette. You know what I mean? It's just amazing. So with that said, so today's look, I'm gonna try to recreate a look which I haven't filmed, but I wore this makeup look basically at work, and my friend slash coworker, she was like, oh my god, your eye makeup looks amazing and I love it, and she wanted me to recreate it. If I'm being quite honest, I don't really remember what I use, because normally when I do makeup to go to work, I give myself like maybe 15 minutes to just slap on some colors and run out the door, and I call it a day. And she really liked it, so I'm gonna try to remember what I used and try to recreate it. Hopefully it's the same look, and that way when she watches this video she can be like, you know, ooh, now I can recreate it, oh my god, whatever, right? So let's do our makeup. Alright, so I don't have the name card with me to tell you guys what the name of the shadows are. I have it somewhere in my beauty room. I just don't feel like looking for it. I'm gonna first dive in with this color right here and take that from the outer corner of my eye and just sweep it towards the inner corner. But make sure you start from the outer corner, because I feel like that's where the most pigment is gonna lie on your eyes. Like so. Oh, and by the way, the brush I'm using is this little number right here. That is what it looks like if you want to pick up a brush similar to it. So now picking up the shade over here, and yes, you guys, I am using the same brush. We're going to start again from the outer corner, but a little bit towards the inner middle part. So like right here. Right? Can you see that? Right there. And then kind of blend that in with the first shade we placed in. And you guys, I'm holding the tip of my brush because I want to use the lightest, slightest pressure that I can. But at the same time, controlled. So again, on the other eye, do the same thing. Alright, so now taking this brush right here, can you guys see that? It's like a flat brush, kind of, right? I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this color right there, a nice dark, almost like a dark brick red color. And I want to place that pretty much right on top of both of the colors that I placed on, but not really trying to cover it up. You just kind of, basically, you want to marry the 2-3 colors together, but not cover it up so much. You guys, I have to take a break and pause this little session because I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but my lips are extremely dry right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of moisturizer because my lips are feeling super dry, super chapped. Yeah. And this is an affordable, really good moisturizer. If you want to know what I'm using, this is the Beauty Treats Lip Care, and they have different kinds. I have the jojoba oil and also the rose hip oil. I'm using the rose hip oil right now. Amazing, 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 amazing. So, oh, and by the way, where do you get it? From MissA.com, right? Miss A or Miss AOA? You know, Miss A, right? So, that's where I got it. And now we are diving back to the eyes. Alright, so that is what my eyes are looking like so far. So far, so good. Now it's time to dive into a little bit of shimmer. So with the shimmer, I'm going to use this shade right here. Alright, so that number right there. And as you guys can tell, I'm just using my fingers to place that on my eyelid. I'm starting from my inner corner and covering the spaces where we haven't covered and kind of like blending it out using my fingers. So now taking my Stila, and yes, we're diving into a different product, taking my Stila and Yellow Tails, I'm going to take this, alright, and dab that right on the inner corner. You kind of want to work fast with this, I feel like, because alright, so dab it in and then use your finger to pat, 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 and dab that product out and spread it out a little bit. So like I was saying, you kind of want to work fast with this product because the product itself does dry pretty quickly inside the packaging, so you don't want that to dry up because this is not a cheap product. And B, I feel like it does dry pretty quickly on your skin as well. Now when you place this on your eyelid, you don't want to like rub it in, especially after having powder on your eyes. You know, powder as in like the eyeshadow. So go in and just pat until you are satisfied. And then on top of my Yellow Tails, I took my Stila highlighting palette. And this one also has the shade Yellow Tails in it. So if I can show you guys see that? It's the one in the middle, right? That one right there is Yellow Tails. It looks a little bit messy looking because I've been using it quite often. So can you guys see that on my fingertips, right? That is Yellow Tails. So just take that using your fingers and place it right on top of the liquid Yellow Tails you placed on, and that will definitely oomph up the look. Ooh, look at that glitter nation. Alright, so I want to go back in and kind of darken up the crease and the outer corner just a tad bit. So I'm gonna take this shade right here and use that same brush I used previously, which is that baby right there. Just a little bit, darken up the look, but not covering up the beautiful glitter that you did. For my eyes, I'm gonna go in with my little NYX eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. So when I do my eyeliner, I know everyone does it differently, but for me, I like to start with the bottom tail of my eye. And then starting from the outer corner, kind of like drag it in and reconnect it from the inside and drag it back out. And it kind of creates like an outline of the eyeliner that I want, as you guys can see right here. I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes using my Shiseido eyelash curler. And then using my Tarte Lashes Lights Camera Lashes mascara, going to put a little mascara on my baby lashes. Alright you guys, the mascara is on and I kind of want to darken up the look just a tad bit more. I'm going to take this brush right here, a completely different brush, and I'm going to take the shade, I don't know, I guess mix in, am I in focus, in camera? Alright, so mix in that and a little bit of this right here, and do a little bit of darkening up. I just feel like it needed that little oomph or edge to it. Not that it doesn't already have enough of it, but just a little bit. Alright, now let's do the face. I'm going to bronze up my face using the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Take a little bit on my brush. That is the brush I'm using right now. Alright. And what I like to do when I do my bronzer is just put a little like that. Put a little right here. And put some right there. Put a little right there. And just kind of like blend it out a little bit. Alright, it's nothing like too accurate. A little bit down here. A little blending action around the nose. And then taking my foundation brush I had earlier, I just kind of mush it all together. I know you guys, there's probably a better way to put this on, but this is how I do my makeup, and I don't know. I think it works well for me. Now for my blush, I'm taking my Milani all-time favorite Coral Cove shade, or Coral Cove color, right there. I used the crap out of this. Put some on my brush, and that is the brush I'm using, alright? And what I like to do is just tap it. Yes, I go across my nose. I feel like a little bit of flush nose give you a nice younger, youthful looking color. So, like so. If you guys notice, I did fix up my eyeliner a little bit, so it looked a little bit more neater and more crisp. So now it's time for the highlighter, and for the highlighter I want to go in with a little bit of gold. So I'm using Trophy Wife by Fenty Beauty, and that is what Trophy Wife looks like. So take a little bit of Trophy Wife on my Morphe brush and place that on my cheeks. Beautiful. I'm gonna put on a little bit more lip moisturizer just because I want to, and I'm gonna use that and call it a day for my lips. Alright, so am I missing anything, you guys? Alright, you guys, this is the final look, and I believe this is pretty much or almost the exact same look my friend wanted me to do for her. So, and hopefully you guys enjoyed as well. And yeah, this is the look. It is a nice shimmer and red and gold and yellow tones, all that good stuff. A nice, you know, glossy lip and a nice gold cheek, that Trophy Wife. Yes, I love it. Alright, you guys, that is pretty much it for the video. By the way, if you haven't already, click subscribe down below. To see more fun content like this, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Go ahead and click on the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a video. I do upload every Monday, every Thursday. If I switch up the schedule, I'll let you know. But for now, Mondays and Thursdays are my upload days. And follow me on my social media, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that good jazz. Links are down below. And yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys. Oh, and I have a TikTok as well, so if you want to follow me on TikTok, go ahead. It is basically the same username as all my other social media platforms, at Kwakamole21. Alright, that is it, you guys. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a happy, well, today's Thursday, so a happy Thursday. Alright, bye!